Like geddytrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Right, my name is Teddy Gray, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. This might garner some new people here to the channel because I've never done this artist before. In fact, I've never even heard of them. I recently did the Falling in Reverse, the new one, Watch the World Burn, or Global Warming. I recently did that, and a lot of people in the live chat were telling me to check out a guy called NF, and it turns out he's literally brought a song out 2 days ago. So I'm gonna give it a try. You never know, we might have a new fan here today. So without further ado, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to suggest anything, please make sure you comment down below. I do reply to comments.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Oh, 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant.
Oh.
30 years you've been.
Not only do I like the little, so it's just a simple piano note. That's all this is now in the beat. And I thought it was gonna break down into something different when it was like a very dramatic pause, and then the piano note. Although it seems quite eerie, but I like the fact that he cut out the reason. You know what I mean? 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the Your feet telling me I'm the That strikes me like Eminem, you know? What was that one? The Way I Am. Was that the one? From way back in the day. And some people in this earth and dragging my hair and I'm tearing it out. I don't know much Eminem, so you're gonna have to bear with me on that one. But I thought the beat was gonna go mad after this.
30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts.
Is he talking to himself?
But I gave you your chance to deliver.
Maybe not.
Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run, but it's time to.
Also, maybe he is talking to himself then. Is his name Nate? It's obviously NF. Those might be like the initials of his name or something. His name could be Nate. You'll have to bear with me. This is the first thing I'm ever hearing from this dude, so I'm kind of figuring things out as I go along. So he said, Nate, you've had a great run. Unless Nate is somebody that he's dissing, I don't know. But the 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me, I don't know. It kind of has like flecks of schizophrenia about it.
Nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I
say that.
like to introduce my album.
Okay, so it's got to be a case where, so it's kind of the Eminem thing, and I hate to bring that up because he's a white rapper, but Eminem also had like split personalities. Or take MF Doom for an example, if you need a black one, you know? I don't know. Everybody seems to be obsessed with race and gender these days. It pisses me off. Anyway, but yeah, MF Doom, exactly the same. There's a whole host of artists who have had like different, but obviously Eminem being the most known. It seems the same thing, like there's different personalities, because now he's saying my album, my album, my album, my album. He's got different voices in his head, do you know what I mean? Or within his music he depicts from different personalities, I don't know.
Like to introduce my album, my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen.
Let's go. I feel the motivation. I feel that motivation. That was almost like going from a larval stage to like now the worms turned into the butterfly now. Do you know what I mean? That was like going up in stages. Because the first thing that he said, his definition of success, I was kind of like, eh. But he might have been going like, my definition of success at like 17 might have been this, and then it became this thing that's like bigger than me now. You know? That's what that felt like anyway. Ooh. Who was that? Who was that above the... What the... Alright, let's find out.
What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or...
Let's go! Talk that shit. Who is this? This sounds like somebody that's been offered a record deal and then just said no. And they've not said no because the bag wasn't right. They've said no because the people behind the bag weren't right. Or the motive behind the bag wasn't right, you know? This sounds like somebody who makes positive life choices based on what they believe, not what other people want them to do, you know? Oh, let's go. This sounds like motivational rap. I'm here for it.
When you're told to just quit.
I need to be in the gym for this.
It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can't do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think?
Bro, this is that motivational rap that just gets to you. It's that motivational rap that just gets to you. I'm actually like close to tearing up. This feels like that like underdog story. Do you know what I mean? Always gets to me every time. I don't know whether it's because I feel empathetic for them in that position, or I feel like that's me myself. I don't know. I don't know why it makes me emotional, but I know that it's for both of those reasons. I just don't know which one's more prominent, you know, because there's got to be one. It's probably selfish on my part, but it just moves me, you know.
Do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can't do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
Bro, about they get it. I get it. Oh, bro. Oh, and there's got to be like I'm obviously not the only one. Like I might be the only one documenting it. Because a lot of these reactors out here fake as fuck. They'll just watch something and just nod their head for 5 minutes and track done. I feel music. Especially lyrics like this, man. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels like things that I've thought he's putting in such a blended and cohesive way. behind this beat that even feels sort of ceremonial, like it's like the beat is lifting you up. I don't even want to go all the way back. This shit's actually making me emotional. I like this guy. NF Real Music is his YouTube channel. So he might be independent then.
Why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in them. They get it.
Ooh.
Pain's a necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help.
What is this beat doing? This is so far removed from that doom, 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 just the piano chords of the first verse. And then that little bridge in between. Nice little bit of poetry there. I'm wondering if he wrote that or the artist that's singing it wrote it. I'd be interested to find out. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. Like that's almost like a societal look at. Well, I mean, I just mean like that's a look at society. Like everybody's coming from a place of hardship. You know, the majority of people are lower class. So we're all coming from this place of, we're starting at the bottom, you know, crabs in a barrel, crabs in a bucket, all starting from the bottom with broke legs, all trying to chase perfection with having like something that means that it's going to make it difficult for you to chase that perfection or for you to chase your goals and dreams, you know? Jesus. This beat's absolutely fire. I get that.
Pain's a necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get that opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look.
God damn, that's almost like Jungian psychologist. Was he a psychoanalyst? I forget. Carl Jung. He said that you can never truly know that you're a good person unless you've been in a position to do bad things, like these religious monks and shit that have never seen or done anything or had the opportunity to do anything really bad in their life. They don't know that they're truly good, because you need to be faced with that evil in order to know that you can do the right thing in the face of it, you know? So you have to be able to put yourselves in the position to face that evil. And it feels like that's exactly what he's talking about, you know? He had to face that demon. He had to become the very thing that he didn't want to be or that was afraid to be in order to banish it completely. To find out that he really didn't want to be that, you know? Or to find out that really didn't make him happy, whatever it was, you know? Sounds like a man that struggled with his mental health. I'm not going to do the cliche thing saying about, oh, men don't talk about mental health, because we do, all right? I know a lot of women don't seem to think that we do, but as men, we do talk about our mental health. It's just very difficult to navigate, you know, because we don't have the tools for that. We've been talking about it. It's just we need help with navigation. That's all it is. That's all it is.
If If I didn't ever hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about, don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never evolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
I knew he was gonna say Reigns. Holy shit. Holy shit. No. Oh. Why? Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? That fucking Ronnie guy from Falling in Reverse did exactly the same shit to me 2 days ago. Why just end a track like that? So abruptly, there's no warning, no nothing. That is unreal. Oh, that's absolutely unreal. I really related to that. And not only because, you know, the subject matter was quite vague in terms of like mental health and stuff, so that'll hit a person if you're not, you know, made of stone, but also I'm literally turning 30 this year. And my son was born last year. You know, a lot of similarities between me and this guy. Nate, I'm guessing is his name. Maybe that's his alter ego, I don't know. But NF, a lot of similarities. And a lot of the things that he's gone through, it sounds like I've internalized and gone through myself, you know, in recent years, done a lot of self-reflection and come to a lot of the same realizations that NF has, you know. Whatever it is that you're going through, you are in charge of it. You can turn it around, you know. And if you're sad now, it's nobody else's responsibility to get you out of that place. It is yours, you know. It's nobody else's. Same as it's nobody else's fault how things affect you. That's what I'm learning about stoicism. It's things that are out of your control. Leave them. You'll stop being sad about them. Trust me. Well, I genuinely enjoyed that, and I feel like he's a very smart individual, you know. Some of those flows that were crafted, and the fact that he was rhyming the first syllable, even though it was a two syllable word. The actual rhyming bit was the first part, not the last, which is, you know, very unorthodox. He was very technical with his flows, obviously the beat selection as well, and sort of breaking the beat up, because he used like a very abrupt ending to break the beat up between the first part and that piano, and then between the piano and the bridge that came after. But I like that he used the bridge, you know. It was like a delicate flow between his states of mind. That seemed what that was, you know. I don't know. I suppose I could spend like 20 minutes, 30 minutes going through all the bars if I had them in front of me, but you know, that might be another video for another day. Other than that, it's been your boy, Teddy Gray Stuff. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like it, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed.